Hey everyone, and welcome back to Kingdoms of Amalur. We were commenting on everybody's asleep and Shell is making fun of them for being lazy.
Well, they were all rolling over and...
But you know what, it's like the middle of the night. Don't be judging. Though this game is kind of hard to tell when it's night and when it's day. It's just everything either is warm-colored or cool-colored. There's never actual, real darkness.
Oh, are those...
Just awkward pictures of leaf texture.
Huh.
And really crappy flat mushrooms.
Those are probably supposed to be like the staircase mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. Didn't do a very good job on them.
It reminds me of Fern Gully. Now, those ones actually have bottoms to them.
Yeah, those are actually better. Anyway, let's talk to this lady and give her her daggers back.
Krilgarin?
Oh yeah, I probably should mention, but we are continuing with our more or less faction extravaganza and working on the Thieves Guild stuff. I guess they're the travelers, but they're the thieves.
I think you're up to your ankles in rock.
It's a condition.
You have completed the task that the Hierophant set out for you, as all travelers are expected to. Well done. What I invite you to join is not a fraternity, not a guild. It is a family, a race, a bastion for those of like-mind and talents. All travelers are now your kin, and you theirs. Now, the Hierophant is called for you to serve again. The seer demands, so you must answer. The next task is unique. It involves stealing from one of my kind, Amateur, Lord of the Hunt, fallen member of the Court of Summer. This is what I can tell you of the task. Pray at the Hierophant Shrine and receive their blessed wisdom. Good luck.
It's interesting.
You didn't want to ask about Amateur?
We can probably ask the Hierophant about it.
Her voice, it sounded like it had one of those overtones on it or something.
All Fae have that.
Really?
Didn't you notice?
I didn't notice that with some of the Fae.
Yeah, all Fae have it.
Huh.
Whenever I edit the footage, I hear them speaking and I get really worried that I screwed up the recording. But no, it's just the Fae have that odd reverb to their voices that make everything sound just slightly different.
It's not as nice as the Turians.
Yeah,
the
they did it
Turians.
better with the Turians. These guys just sound slightly underwater. Alright, let's pray.
So, you've come to me again, Shade. So competent you were in your last mission that I've prepared another for you. You will steal Buru's boots from Amateur, Lord of the Hunt, once member of the Court of Summer. They are ancient things, a rare item to be so treasured among the Fae. Though their enchantments work only for the Fae, they are still highly prized.
The stankiest things in all the land.
Foot fungus aplenty.
There has not been word of the Lord of the Hunt for some time. When I scry for him, I only see portents of his herald, Ergaze. The road to the boots lies through her. You must seek her out in the She and learn where to find Amateur in the boots.
You know, this is the first time in an RPG that I've ever been tasked with, go find somebody's booties. Usually it's go take their sword, go take their head from their body, cleave them in twain. No, it's, I want his shoesies. Take them for me. Yes?
Sorry, I just find it hilarious.
I'm imagining
I swear
some,
there must have been quests in games involving, stealing undergarments or something. Not in this type of game, clearly.
Here, we'll steal this lady's undergarments.
What? So, she's right there. Okay,
Yeah, I'm trying to...
I don't think anything's gonna work.
Damn. I was trying to scope out the goods.
Greetings to you, traveler. I had hoped I would meet one of your kind in these woods. You seek to rob the Lord of the Hunt, Amateur. I wish to see the boots taken from my master as well, but I do not have them. I can only reveal their location to you.
It strikes me that I kind of wish the Fae in this case, their, hair, actually just melded from their faces, as if they were wood.
Yeah.
Kind of like Sylvari style, because, look at her hair, and it's almost there, it just needs to blend right with her scalp
If they
and
even
have
had
like a
just
slightly more
a
wood
little
look
bit
to
of
it.
the blue-gray of her skin going up into it, it would have been nice. But why don't you ask her some questions about Amateur and herself?
He was the Lord of the Chase, a member of the Court of Summer. Of greater fay, I know few. Of greater tragedy, I know little. I am the herald of the Lord of the Hunt Amateur. I once sang of his accolades and applauded his triumphs, but no more.
Well, that's kind of frustrating. She
Aw.
won't elaborate.
She's so sad-looking. Look at her.
Mm-hmm. I
wonder-
like her eyes.
I wonder what heinous thing he must have done, you know, in the past. Or what drove him to do that, because she says that it's a tale of tragedy.
He was the panty hunter.
Do you know
To
what-
find them, you must find Amateur, the Lord of the Hunt, the one whom I herald. But this is not merely a matter of an owner and his possession. The Lord of the Hunt has secluded himself in Arduith because the boots carry a terrible curse.
1 minute, before you proceed. I wonder what this curse could potentially be. Now, they're talking about the hunt and stuff, and I don't know if this game necessarily draws from mythology at all, but I've always known that in various hunter myths, there's always like a tragic instance of the hunter killing something and then either regretting it or accidentally killing someone they cared about dearly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know of the tale of Artemis and Orion, right? So, you know how there's Orion,
Mm-hmm.
the constellation in the sky, Orion's belt? So, apparently he was like a mega man. Like, hunter, whatever. And you know how Artemis was, you know, goddess of the moon, wildlife, hunting, and chastity and such?
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, being the goddess of chastity, she never found any man in her favor. But here was Orion, who's like probably the closest thing to her equal when it comes to being a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And she grew to respect that. And, you know, potentially, maybe their relationship could have blossomed into something more than just hunting with one another. But Apollo, who is Artemis's twin sister and god of the sun, got incredibly jealous and actually asks her to shoot a rock far in the distance. It's like on the water. It ends up being Orion's head
Mm-hmm.
while he's swimming in the sea or the lake or the pond, whatever body of water he was in. And of course, she mourns for him, and then the constellation was put in the sky. But it's just, Hunter's tales sometimes are just morbid.
See, I think these boots just have this, like, cursed compulsion that anytime he sees somebody's hiney, he kicks them as hard as he bloody well can. And he managed to, you know, kick someone's ass straight up to their butt. Not ass straight up to their butt. Their ass straight up to their brains, and he got exiled for it. And now he's secluded himself, where the only butts he can kick are, like, an ass. Where nobody gives a damn.
Okay.
Amateur is the hunt incarnate, and the boots enhance his natural abilities. They make him undetectable. He stalks unseen and unheard until he strikes. But the boots urge him to hunt, to take blood in life. His mind is like the feral beasts. He views all creation as his prey. And so he locked himself in Arduith to protect all from his madness. Entering Arduith, and he will hunt you as well.
Okay, so I think we're both right. He did end up killing people and regretting it. And you were right about his compulsion to just massacre things.
See, I'm just imagining that he's not actually a fae. He's just like a house cat, so he's already kind of sociopathic. And he just has these cute little booties on that just make him more sociopathic.
Amateur was once one of the summer court. He embodied nature's drive to hunt. Then he found Boru's boots. For a time, they seemed like a blessing, a natural extension of his own prowess. And then he fell. And as his herald, I too fell, now forced to remember his greatness. No, though I yearn to see my master restored. The curse is too pervasive, and he would wish death on himself for how he has fallen. But in that death, there is a blessing, for he might rise again sometime, and restore the hunt, and free himself from this indignity. I would warn you that to go to Ardawith is to go to your death. But if you must obtain those boots, then you must go. Be wary.
You know, one thing I've noticed with our character is, you know how she has the, like, hair on the sides of her face? Mm-hmm. Sometimes when I'm not paying attention, I forget that they're actually, like, the extension of her normal hair, and she actually just has mutton chops.
I've noticed that too.
Oh wait, this is probably not the right place.
Though.
I just automatically went into the first runes, assuming it was the right place. Oh, it's up here. Okay. And we haven't been there yet, I think. Yep.
You must have reached it. Oh, look at that tree. That's
we got to use our cute little booties to get there. We'll steal his. Actually, it would be kind of hilarious if you could put them on. And just, like, no matter what, anytime you ran across an NPC, you're just automatically start attacking them.
Well, it goes back to our discussion before about how sometimes you have these fetch quests where there are actually, like, really awesome legendary items that you're supposed to obtain, except they disappear as soon as you hand them in.
Mm-hmm. Or you get to keep them and they're not nearly as awesome as they actually should be. Like that hammer we got. It's a good hammer.
Or the option to keep something ends up being the sort of like the wrong moral choice.
I hate that in games where you get like the super powerful artifact and then like 5 levels later you've replaced it from with a dagger that you found off of the corpse of like just some random jerkwad that you killed in a cave.
Who enters here? This is a sealed place, interloper, and you must leave before I spill your blood. It is too late. The hunger grows and roars within me. I must hunt. I will hunt you, mortal, until you can run no more. This is a cell of my own choosing. It is the hollow where I first awoke. It is my den. They are my grounds. The hunger drove me here, where I can be alone. But for the beasts that wander in, and you. I was once. The court of summer held me to be the champion of chases, a master of stalking the woods of our realms. But with the boots, I have transcended. I am not the lord of the hunt. I am the hunt.
Right. 61% go!
I know. I had only wished to combat the waning of strength that the summer fae are experiencing. But then the magics began ensnaring my mind. It is too late for me. But you might take this. May it help protect you from my hunger. For blood. Enough talk. Come into my den, little mortal. Your blood shall be mine.
You received the Hunter's Friend? What is
it? It's an amulet. Let's see what it does. Accessories. Hunter's Friend. Damaged with ranged. Damage versus beast. +1 stealth. Completely useless to us.
Okie doke.
Yeah, because currently we just have a necklace that gives us +20% damage. Substantially better than anything else. By a long shot.
Hey, your persuasion finally succeeded.
I just hit him a couple of times. Can I go down this direction?
Yeah, he just stealthed out, didn't he?
Yeah, he, like, zooped out the moment I hit him twice and took off a fairly sizable chunk of his health bar.
Ooh, there's some corpses.
Mm-hmm. There he is again. And now he's got Fey Blades.
Is he shirtless?
Yep. If you notice, he just runs at us. I wail on him twice with the chakrams, and then he zoops out.
Yeah, it's always amusing when there's a boss battle in which, as soon as you take off a certain amount of health, they retreat.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes into the next phase of the battle.
Oh, he actually hit me. Is he gone? Yeah, he's gone.
He's bleeding you. He's got your blood.
Yeah, but if you notice, we're losing blood left and right.
It's ridiculous. It's just
Does
like
nothing.
the people hobbling around that have lost blood.
Crazy butt menstruation.
What? How dare you?
What?
Imagine if you had to deal with that every month.
Butt menstruation? Yeah, Dad, don't think anybody would want to deal with that.
Not butt menstruation.
But it was coming out of our butts.
Similar vicinity.
Debatably. I think I could make the distinction.
He doesn't even say anything?
Wow. That was kind of pathetic.
Is there anything you're going to loot in the cave, or it's not even worth it?
There's nothing on the loot radar. It's just plants. I mean, you
Even
trap
the
your...
spell chest all the way back there?
I didn't want to deal with it. I don't like dispelling things. It's never worth it anyway. Because, like I said with crafting, you can pretty much get the best gear in the game that way, instead of having to try and find it in chests and stuff. So, unless it's super convenient, I don't even go out of my way to get gear anymore. And it tends to be more effective than, doing it normally. For some reason, you can't fast travel to the Star Camp. You always have to go to St. Edric's mission and then walk from there.
I remember this. Isn't this the place that got attacked by the spiders?
No.
No?
That was down over here in Webwood.
Canrock.
That was the place with the crazy muscle priest that really liked his crystals. So, meth.
Right, I remember that. Well, I thought the crystals were possessing him.
Yeah, so meth.
But I thought, so they weren't like an entity of themselves?
It was one of the crystals that you see in the Niskaru, I believe. Because the witch was using them for her own purposes, because they have the ability to warp fate.
Control them.
Or something like that. Anyway.
The boots do not seem to have weathered the separation from their master well. Still, they are in hand as ordered. The Hierophant is pleased to have a thief like you in their service. It brings us power. There is a new task, but this one comes from me. Grim Onwig has not returned from a mission of his. I fear that he may have been captured.
Another missing persons.
What are we, the police?
You must find Grim and return him to us. From what I've seen of your work, you have the best chance of anyone in camp. Grim is a close ally and a talented traveler. His safe return is your top priority.
Yeah. Have you seen our resume? It's has saved all 3,000 of these people from various maladies and afflictions.
So what was his mission? Yeah.
The Hierophant ordained him to steal an ancient book called the Missives of Sable from a stronghold held by Jotun. It seemed a relatively easy task. Jotun have no need of books after all. They are fiercely territorial, however.
You know, it'd be hilarious if this brings us into that cave with that mage that we killed way back in episode 10. That was very confusing.
You mean the necromancer?
Yeah, the necromancer's like, who are you allied with? And we're like, everyone. And then he attacked
This
us.
doesn't have anything to do with that.
Yeah.
I bet we go and we find that the Jotun have been using the book as toilet paper.
He was to go to Owen's stand in Lorca Rain. I've no doubt that you will find him there. And you must hurry to him. Once crossed, his captors will not take long before they decide to deal with him. Be careful. There is something unnatural at work here. May the...
Oh wow, it's all the way up there. I don't even have anything in the area. I don't think I've even ever been up there. Oh, and the quest marker disappeared. Guess he's dead, and that's the end of that. Well, game over.
What?
Actually, yeah, what? Yeah, moved. Okay.
That, or it had a slight delay in uploading it to your
Updating
quest
the
log.
quest, so it was one of my other miscellaneous side quests that I still need to do.
Aha. Well, I suppose we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Yep. How do I get down here? This is... Oh, no, the jump off point is up there. Well, this is right old pickle. Oh, I go down here and I can hop in the river. Alright, yep. We will see you guys on the next episode of Kingdoms of Amalur. And we will go, find the missing person. Just like always. Yay. Actually, it's not that boring. It's just... It's like the World of Warcraft. Go find 30 pig livers. In this one, it's just... Go find X person they're missing.
I mean, the one saving grace of it, though, is that sometimes you do encounter them in an interesting situation. As in,
no.
Not dead.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.